Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys all about my anxiety. Basically, like the physical symptoms I'll get into in this video. In the next video, I'll get into the mental thoughts that may transpire from anxiety. So, my physical symptoms, personally, there's a huge difference between panic attack and anxiety, but a lot of people get them mistaken. I would say I get the first thing that I notice is that my heart starts pounding. I feel like there's a lump in my throat. I'm not sure. Sorry, there's a bus passing. So sorry. I'm not sure if you guys have ever went up a roller coaster and then right at the top where it's about to drop off, you feel like, you know, that fight or flight, like, or if even you ever almost got hit by a car, God forbid, and you jump out the way, or if you almost fall and you stop yourself from falling somehow, that fight or flight feeling that you feel that heart racing, it's kind of like that, but it doesn't stop. So that'll just keep going on and on and on and on and on and on and thump and thump and thump and thump and oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I kind of get that in moderation compared to a panic attack where it's full on fight or flight. I feel like I'm in great danger and there's absolutely nothing that I should feel like that about. That's one of the symptoms. Also, I would say sweaty hands, heart palpitations as well. That's I think that's what I just explained. Yeah, heart palpitations, sweaty hands, feel a lump in my throat like I need to scream but I can't. Also, I had some experiences when I were younger, and I would walk past like guys that I would have crushes on, like cute guys, and I would walk past and I'd be thinking, don't do anything stupid, don't trip, don't fall, just walk normal. They're probably looking because you know guys look when you walk past, they look at your ass. It's just what happens. And so I would know that that was happening, growing up with two brothers or whatever, or just in general. And I would walk past them and try to avoid doing anything dumb. And I'd be like almost past them and then twitch. I'd get like a nervous anxiety twitch. So twitching, it's not like you just keep twitching. It's just like if you're trying really hard to not to if you're trying really hard to not get embarrassed with your anxiety, it might make you just do a little twitch. I maybe exaggerate it. I don't know what it looks like because I just feel it like happen, and I'm like fudge, fudge. You know, nothing you can really do about that. Also, I start to get like really shaky, like really easily scared. Like someone might just walk up to me and be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like someone, like there was a huge lion in front of me. That's how much fear I would get from just someone surprising me. So it's kind of like it's like a lot of fear. This video is pretty short. I'll just dump in the mental thoughts as well because that's basically all of the physical symptoms that I personally get. The mental thoughts may be silly to some, but I feel like my personal mental thoughts are just unrealistic. I don't even want to use the word unrealistic because most of the things I think of are possible, but they're highly unlikely. So I'd be driving under a bridge and I think the bridge is going to collapse on my car, or I'd be driving past a big tree and I think it's going to fall and I need to prepare, or driving past a cop and I think the worst thing could happen, which isn't very far out nowadays. Or I'd be going to a job interview and I'd be telling myself I'm not going to be good enough. There's going to be people better than me. I'm going to be so different. I'm so weird. I'm an alien. I'm not going to do as good as someone else that they might have met with, or they're all going to know that I'm anxious spaz. I'd be thinking a bunch of like paranoid thoughts like that sometimes. I'll think that, my friends, they're telling me that I look pretty, but I really don't. I guess that's like a normal thought, but for me, sometimes it's like almost natural for me to always think that people aren't being genuine. Also, a problem that I struggled with is just always like feeling like people are judging me. That is one of the biggest things that stopped me from living my life, that stopped me from starting YouTube. And I had wanted to start YouTube for years because I always just love to be on camera talking to people. I'm just this person. This is just me. It's what I like to do. But I always felt like everyone was going to judge me, which they are. But I understand now that it's something that you kind of just got to accept. It just comes with the territory for everything that interests me. Everything that interests me is something that you can get judged for. So basically, I had to just try to accept that. It really stopped me from living my life. It stopped me from wanting to go to work, wanting to go to school, wanting to make new friends, meet new people, get close to people, let people and get to know me for me. It really stopped me from all of that. The things that I'm doing to try to work on that is just practicing my breathing, meditation, trying not to it's really hard to try not to I can't even say try not to overthink. But I've been trying my best to not spend all my day thinking of the worst things ever. Yeah, I go through those phases where I have a lot of anxiety, but sometimes I'm not the most anxious, and I try to just make those times last as long as I can, if that makes any sense. The worst thing that you can say to someone with anxiety is you're fine. You're just anxious. It's just your anxiety. That's like telling someone that, I don't know, that's paraplegic, just stand up, you're gonna be fine. I don't want to, I mean, maybe that was a little far-fetched, but I just feel like it's like something that's, at the time, it feels impossible, and it's very counterproductive. It just doesn't help the person at all. It's kind of just the absolute wrong. It's like telling someone that's really depressed to just smile, just be happy. And not as easy as it sounds. It's actually it just kind of feels like it makes it worse. So basically, all you could do if you love someone with anxiety is hold their hand if they say that they're anxious. If they say they don't want to go somewhere out in public alone, go with them if you have the time to, or tell them, I'll go with you when I do have the time to. If you're in a relationship with someone, anxiety, reassurance is key. Text them, I love you. You mean a lot to me. Just always checking in on them, and reassurance is really big. Also, making them feel special, as you should make any woman, whether she has anxiety or not. You should always make them feel special. People with anxiety may need just more attention than others. You may want to check on them. You can usually tell by their facial expressions if something is making them anxious. And don't always lash out on them saying, oh, it's just your anxiety. Don't ever throw mental health in their face, because I've been a victim of someone just constantly throwing something that I couldn't change about myself in my face, brain defect basically in my face. And it doesn't help. It makes me feel really shitty, like there's something wrong with me, and I'm never going to open up to anyone else. So you never want to throw that in their face, even if you guys are getting to an argument. And I know you say mean stuff when you're angry, but that's something you should never say, because it's a lot for someone to come out and tell you, yeah, I have really bad anxiety. I have diagnosed anxiety. I've been going to therapy for, I want to say, 6 years. So I am a person that's, I'm really avid on trying to get well. I take the medicine. I go to therapy. I try meditation. I dip, dabble in other shit. Basically, just anything that I can try to do to try to better myself. I wasn't like this when I was younger. This really didn't hit me till I was about 16, and I thought that it was because smoking, because I used to smoke a lot with my friends, and now if I even smell it, I get paranoid. I don't feel good. I just don't like being around it. I don't like smoking. So I thought it was because of weed, but It's not. It's kind of just something that happens with age, I guess, to a lot of people, and it tends to happen around that time that you think that it's when you started smoking, but it's probably most likely not. Could be because you shouldn't be smoking that young when your brain's still developing, but I know a lot of people did and they don't have anxiety, so I can't blame it on that. All I know is that I didn't have it before I did it. Could have caused it, could just be my genetics, could just be my brain. But all I can tell you guys to do with anxiety or depression is just take it one day at a time. Try to be better than you were yesterday. Live in the now and don't live in tomorrow. Don't live in yesterday. Try not to think about the past. That was one of my hugest problems. I kept thinking about mistakes I made in the past, things I've done in the past, things I can't change, people I've hurt, opportunities I missed out on. And it's just, it's nothing you could do but stop playing the victim, take accountability for your actions. Also, stay away from situations that make you feel uncomfortable or that cause you to have anxiety. Because I used to hang out with people that I didn't have much in common with, and I would constantly have anxiety, and I'd be like, oh my God, why do I have anxiety all the time? Stop hanging out with those toxic people, and my anxiety diffused tremendously. So I'm not saying to be antisocial or not hang out with people, but if you feel like, oh, I do fine until I go around this certain person, then it's probably not your anxiety, it's probably your intuition. And I'm no psychiatrist or I'm no professional, so I'm no specialist, so don't take my advice, but I'm just saying certain situations and your intuition could just be heightened. You could be an empath. You could really read energy. I've been in a lot of situations where my anxiety has saved me from bad situations. My anxiety has prevented me from going somewhere where something bad happened because I was just nervous about it, and then I avoided it and something bad would happen to someone. I'm like, wow, I was thinking it's just my anxiety. Maybe it was my intuition. Maybe it was that just higher self. So sometimes it's okay to go with your cautiousness. Just don't let it take over your life. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful morning, night, evening, or afternoon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.